I don't know what disfigured your life like this, but maybe I've already been through it. We can work together. Can I rehabilitate?
You don't have to be alone. Let me help you. This scene might even seem silly. Simple, after all, it's just a cartoon, right? But it's not. This is widely considered one of the most disturbing scenes between Batman and Joker. And the most curious thing is that it has a message behind it that very few people can catch, but I'll explain it to you. But for you to understand, I need to quickly tell you what happens to Joker before this scene. This scene is from the movie Batman, The Killing Joke, one of the rare Batman movies that dares to explain Joker's origin. He's usually portrayed as Batman's villain in most movies.
Can call me?
But in this movie, it's different. We see his past, where he is presented as an apparently normal person, an ordinary man with debts, overdue rent, and a pregnant wife at home. And the desperation of someone who knows the real world shows no mercy?
Sorry, I didn't mean to tell you. You're already suffering enough. Married to a fool, love.
He's clearly desperate to find some way to make money to give his baby and his wife a decent life. It's the,
I have to get you out of here before the baby is born. I just need money to take us to a decent neighborhood.
But he works as a comedian, and he's not very successful at what he does.
I have to get on stage and nobody.
With the baby about to be born, he needs to quickly sort out his financial life. And the way he finds is to commit a robbery, where he plans to take the money and never get involved with it again.
It's not the kind of thing I would do without an important reason. I have to prove myself as a husband and as a father.
But then something awful happens. While he was away from home, plotting the robbery with his henchmen, 2 police officers arrive to inform him that a domestic accident took the life of his wife and, consequently, his baby. He is completely devastated and says he no longer has a reason to commit the crime since he doesn't need that money anymore.
I can't do it. I have no reason now. Deanie died.
But the 2 henchmen don't care. They say he had already committed himself and now there's no turning back. If by any chance someone feels threatened, he doesn't back down and shows up at night to commit this crime. But during the robbery, things go wrong.
You there, standing still. You're an idiot. You said there was no security. You keep asking questions.
They get caught by the police and then Batman shows up.
He,
inexperienced and lost, gets frightened and falls into a chemical tank. He comes out through the sewer, infected. Oh man, I'm
so itchy.
In despair, he begins to cry. But suddenly, that crying turns into a psychotic laugh. This scene is symbolic. The crying turning into laughter marks the transformation. That's where Ignacio Coringa, the comedian who only wanted a decent life for his wife and son, dies. He simply gives up and surrenders to madness. He couldn't take it. The pain was just too much. Laughter became his way of coping, his only defense in a world that no longer makes sense. For him, laughing was revenge, a way to answer the world's absurdity with something even more absurd.
You just need one bad day. Something like that happened to me.
The thing is, I went crazy.
Once changed, he dedicates his life to proving that the whole world is just like him, that all it takes is the right trigger for people to reveal their madness. And to prove his point, Joker chooses the commissioner of Gotham's police as his target. Jim Gordon symbolizes justice and law, and he starts by attacking his daughter, shoots her, and while she's writhing in pain on the floor, he takes off her clothes and photographs her naked. She doesn't die, but she'll never walk again. Why?
Why are you doing this? I want to prove something.
A toast to crime.
Then, he kidnaps Gordon, also strips him naked, puts a collar on him, and drags him like a dog through a theme park that he turned into an asylum. He subjects him to absurdities, abominations, insanity, and chaos. Among them, the various photos he took of his daughter naked.
Why am I here? You
are doing what any sane man in your serious circumstances would do, going crazy.
He doesn't want to kill Jim Gordon. His goal is to break a good man and destroy the mind of someone with integrity, just as it happened to him.
That's what a dose of reality does to you, Commissioner. Hey, is anybody home?
When Batman arrives to save Gordon and catch the Joker, he comes across a deplorable scene.
I present to you the common man.
Gordon looks destroyed, all curled up, naked inside a cage. The Joker really seems to have broken him. But when Batman offers him help, the way Gordon handles the situation is surprising. I'll
stay with you until no.
I'll be fine. Go after him. Arrest him. I want to follow the rules. We have to show him that the law works.
Gordon is living proof that the Joker was wrong. Gordon remains an honest man, believing in what he has always stood for. And as soon as he finds the Joker, Batman makes a point of telling him that.
I spoke with Commissioner Gordon before coming in here. He said he wanted to follow the rules. Despite his evil, cruel, and sick game, he's still as sane as ever.
The Joker appears increasingly irritated and aggressive, not just because of Gordon, but also because Batman doesn't appear to be losing his sanity either.
Don't you find this funny?
Batman's resistance frustrates him so much that, for the first time, he tries to kill him. Previously, he only wanted to prove everyone is like him and can go insane. But after what he sees, he seems to give up on proving his point and simply decides to eliminate him. But when he points the gun at him and pulls the trigger...
What the hell?
At last, we've reached the long-awaited scene.
So, what are you waiting for? Just kick me until you're tired and get your applause.
Not this time, oh.
Batman resists and takes Gordon's request seriously, proving that even amid chaos, the law prevails. That even after everything Joker did and even after trying to kill him, he refuses to stoop to his level and goes even further, literally reaching out and offering help.
I don't know what disfigured your life like this, but maybe I've been through it too. Can I rehabilitate you?
We don't have to kill each other. Let me help you. The situation is so unusual that Joker is left almost speechless, and we see something rare. For a moment, we see him acting like a normal person. He doesn't laugh or mock, but answers seriously, revealing vulnerability and sadness. In his words,
The
Joker seems genuinely disappointed. Him saying it's too late for that is like at some point he really had considered accepting help. But that moment is long gone. He's sunk so deep that now he believes there's no turning back, showing that no matter how wicked he is, behind all of that, there's a broken man. But that doesn't last long. He can't seem to handle being this vulnerable. And then he quickly goes back to hiding behind his character, protecting himself behind the armor of madness. And he responds with a joke.
That reminds me of a joke. Two guys were locked up together in an asylum. One night, they decided they didn't like it there and left.
To escape, but this joke isn't just a joke, it's a metaphor. The two lunatics in the asylum are him and Batman, who got tired of living locked up inside their own madness.
They went to the rooftop and across a small gap saw the city's rooftops and all the freedom. The first guy jumped to the other side without any problems, but his friend, not at all. He was afraid of falling.
Batman, the first daring jumper, has been broken before and witnessed humanity at its worst. His ability to jump symbolizes his integration into society, to escape madness and be accepted. Now, the second crazy guy is Joker. He wants to escape but can't regain sanity and fears losing himself. Madness was the way he found to deal with everything, with the pain, with the loss, and that's why he's afraid to jump. He feels like the world is too absurd to live in with a sane mind.
So the first guy had an idea. He said, "Hey, I have a flashlight here. I can light up the gap between the buildings and you can cross over by the light and come over here."
That flashlight is the help Batman is offering. The outstretched hand offers a chance to start over and rehabilitate yourself.
The second guy replied, "Are you kidding? Will you turn it off while I'm halfway across?"
Here, Joker exposes his true feelings, fear and distrust. He doesn't believe anyone will hold that lantern until the end. He doesn't believe anyone will trust him for long enough. He sees himself as a lost cause and believes if he tries to return, they'll turn off the light halfway. And he'll fall again, maybe even deeper. That's why he prefers not to even try. He laughs because it's safer than trusting. It's easier than hoping for salvation and being let down again.
Sorry.
And then he starts to laugh, and the strangest thing happens. Batman starts to laugh too. Suddenly the camera pans down, stops filming their faces, and the sound changes. The Joker's laughter fades, leaving only Batman's. That's how the movie ends.
The Joker's laughter fading away.
From the image, we can't be certain what happened. All we know is the Joker's laughter stops. Maybe Batman found the joke funnier, which is why he kept laughing alone. But the most likely hypothesis is that Batman, with his hands on the Joker, decides to strangle him to death, while bursting into laughter, using the laugh that has always been the Joker's weapon against him, taking justice into his own hands. He realizes there's no turning back or redemption, that the Joker can't be saved and is a social threat, and he always will be. A hypothesis that is more likely because of the whole narrative that's built, and even because of the movie's own name, The Killing Joke. But the question behind this scene isn't just trying to figure out whether Batman killed Joker or not, it's more than that. This scene reveals something about ourselves. I say this because Joker represents, for many, something that goes beyond madness. He represents a kind of catharsis, a way to let off steam, an emotional relief for those who are tired of pretending, for those who have felt ashamed, who have wanted to just give up, to tell everyone to go to hell and simply give in to anger, to chaos, and to the pain you feel in this life. That's why so many people relate to Joker when they see him in action and instantly think, wait a minute, you can't deny that he has a point, right? And of course he has a point. Joker represents nihilism, the absurd, the realization that everything we believe in is fragile. Laws, rules, dogmas, and moral values exist only because we choose to believe in them. There's nothing written in the universe saying that justice will prevail. In practice, the world is a place where tragedy and injustice happen all the time, and Joker represents that voice that emerges when we start to truly face that. The voice that looks at all this mess and asks, if none of this really matters, then why keep playing this game? If everything is made up, why keep pretending it makes sense? Why keep up the appearance of sanity? Why not just go crazy? That's where Batman comes in. He saw the same truth as the Joker. He had his bad day. He saw his parents murdered right before his eyes. As a child, he felt the same emptiness, but chose differently. Instead of using his suffering as an excuse to destroy, he used it as motivation to protect. He decided to become a symbol of virtue in the face of despair, and Joker can't accept that. He refuses to see him as a virtuous man. He just sees another lunatic, a madman in a bat costume, because he has already lost the ability to believe. To prove his point, he must make Batman laugh at his morals, break him, and watch the incorruptible become corrupted. And maybe he managed to do that in the final scene. If Batman really killed him there, he saw the symbol of virtue break his own moral code. And in his last seconds, he might have felt a taste of victory because that's all he wanted from the beginning. And that's the complexity behind this scene. It's not really clear who came out on top, whether Batman was right or wrong, hero or villain in this story. And what I like about this ending is that it doesn't give us an answer. It leaves you with a silence, and in that silence, you're free to think whatever you want. You can say that Batman saved Gotham. You can say that he dishonored Gordon by ignoring his request. You could say he was strong, weak, or eventually succumbed to madness. Notice how a single reality can have infinite interpretations. It all depends on the story you choose to tell, on what we decide to believe. And that's how it is in real life. We don't always have answers or clear meaning in life. And the beauty of it is that you have the freedom to interpret it however you want. I like a phrase that says, when God is silent, you can interpret his silence however you want. And the silence in this ending represents that. Although it bothers many people, sometimes it's better than showing reality. Because reality at certain times destroys any hope. It can be too harsh for some people. By the way, this same idea was already explored in the movie Batman, The Dark Knight. On that occasion, the Joker manages to corrupt Harvey Dent, the great symbol of justice in Gotham during one of the city's most chaotic and darkest moments.
The Joker won. Every chance he gave us to fix things, the city and Harvey's reputations suffer. People will lose hope. No, they won't.
They'll never know what he did.
Batman decides to hide the truth. He takes the blame for Harvey's crimes to protect his image, so that people would keep believing in a just Gotham. Because at that time, the truth would crush people's hope.
And sometimes the truth isn't enough. People deserve more. Sometimes people deserve to have their faith rewarded.
Not everyone can handle the truth. Not everyone can stay sane in the face of life's circumstances. Gordon, in The Killing Joke, is an exception. Even after everything, he chooses to keep believing, showing that the big question isn't about what happens to you, but about how you react after you break. In the end, we all break at some point. What defines you then isn't how you feel. It's not what you think nor your suffering, but what you actually do with it all. Not,
it's who I am on the inside, but what I do defines me.